In 1860, Australia's interior was a mystery, a vast, uncharted void that captivated the imagination of a young colony. The Burke and Wills expedition, the first attempt to cross the continent from south to north, was meant to be a triumph of exploration. Instead, it became one of the most horrifying tragedies in Australian history. This is the story of ambition, miscalculation, and survival against all odds. It was known as the Victorian Exploring Expedition. Funded by the Royal Society of Victoria, it was the most ambitious journey ever launched on Australian soil. The mission? To be the first Europeans to traverse the continent from south to north, and 2,000-mile trek into the unknown. At the head was Robert O'Hara Burke, a former police officer with zero exploration experience. Alongside him, William John Wills, a young but capable surveyor and astronomer. Together, they would lead a party of 19 men, 23 horses, 26 camels, and tons of supplies. What could possibly go wrong? They left Melbourne on August 20th, 1860, with cheering crowds and full confidence. But from the start, the expedition was plagued by bad decisions. Burke was impatient, splitting the party early and abandoning supplies. In December, they reached Cooper Creek in modern-day Queensland. There, Burke made a fateful call. He, Wills, and two others, Charles Gray and John King, would push north to the Gulf. They left behind a support team, promising to return in 3 months. The northward push was brutal. Tropical heat, monsoon rains, hunger. Though they reached the mangroves near the Gulf, it wasn't the ocean they'd dreamed of, just impenetrable swamp. The return journey was hell. Gray died from exhaustion and illness. The others buried him and trudged on, half dead, living off snakes and occasional Aboriginal help. They staggered back to Cooper Creek on April 21st, 1861, only to find the camp deserted. The support party had left just 9 hours earlier. Burke, Wills, and King were stranded. They buried messages beneath a tree, now famous as the Dig Tree, and attempted to walk to safety. But the desert took its toll. Wills died first, then Burke. Only King survived, rescued months later by Aboriginal people who had sheltered him. Of the original 19 men, only one completed the mission and lived to tell the tale. The Burke and Wills expedition became legend, not for its success, but for its heartbreaking failure. Poor leadership, bad planning, and a lack of understanding of the land cost them their lives. Yet their journey remains etched in Australia's history. Monuments, journals, and memories serve as stark reminders of when ambition met the outback and lost. The Burke and Wills story is more than a tale of exploration. It's a warning about ambition unchecked and a testament to human resilience in the face of unimaginable hardship.